Hello everyone and welcome to The Art of Teaching Art. I'm Mrs. Darby and today we are going to be exploring the formal element of line when creating a drawing. Now the idea of this is to be quite free and creative, to use your own intuition, so your own creative ability to create a piece of art. And we are being inspired by Wassily Kandinsky and his work with drawing shapes and using colours inspired by music. So I've got a set of instructions in front of me which I'm just going to follow, and each piece of work that is created should be different. This can then be developed with colouring pencil to develop shading skills and add other details and just bring certain elements to the forefront. So the word line is actually a mark or a stroke made by a moving point. You can make a line or a mark with any art material or tool, and they can vary in thickness, direction and length. So it's important that for this activity you explore using the whole of the piece of paper. Please remember, with this there is no right or wrong answer, but we are trying to use mostly lightly sketched lines with a pencil. You can explore mark making and lines in other materials as we develop our artistic skill. So the first instruction is draw a straight line across the page. So first instruction is to draw a straight line across the page, then a wavy or curvy line across the page. Then we've got a zigzag line across the page and a dashed line across the page. So just a broken line. Then a dotted line across the page. So it's up to you whatever direction these follow. And a thick line across the page. So just shading that in with the pencil. So I've drawn two lines and then shaded between them for that one. Or you could use a thicker pencil if you had one. Then we've got draw a spiral line. So to add a bit of texture to the page there. Then drawing a horizontal line and a vertical line. So just to divide up the page there. Next up, we need to cross one of the lines out. Now it's up to you how you do this. I've gone for just a wavy line over it. The next instruction is to make one of your lines thicker. So choose a line and then use shading to make that line thicker. So you might draw another line alongside it and then shade in the middle. Next up, we've got drawing a parallel line. So a parallel line is a line which is equal distance away from the line you've already drawn. So you want to have quite good control with your wrist and do small pencil strokes, but keeping a nice smooth line to stay the same distance away all the way down your line. So just finishing that off now. Trying to be really controlled with my pencil. This is where you need to take a little bit more time to be controlled. This is a real test of your pencil control skills there. Next up, we are drawing a circle. So with the circle, we're not just drawing it straight on, we're using lightly sketched lines to build up to the circle. Because otherwise it won't be circular if you just draw it quickly. And next up is a triangle, so drawing each edge is up to you what type of triangle you draw, but it is freehand without a ruler. And last of all, we've got draw a rectangle, so choose where you want to place that on the page. And there we are done. So I'm now going to work on top of this to add some colour with colouring pencil. So I'm choosing my colours. I've gone for a cold colour theme with blues and greens with then just a pop of pink. Now when you're colouring with your colouring pencil, you need to remember to shade in one direction. You might want to go around the edge of your shape first and then fill in the middle. You're using even pencil strokes and filling in any white gaps and not pressing too hard with the pencil. Think really carefully about where you're adding each colour. You don't necessarily want two colours the same right next to each other, and also this is going to add to the layout and composition of the piece, so decide what might make it look really interesting, what colours might go best next to what colours, which area do you want to shade which colour, and then just keep working to develop the image. You might even want to go over some of the lines with a colour and pencil as well to just change that about the piece. So you're building up your control and thinking about building up a really lovely piece of artwork. So just adding a few more details now in that parallel line and changing colour if the line gets cut off by another line. So this is a way to add interest to your piece. For larger areas, you want to use the side of the pencil nice and smoothly across the whole piece, and then slow down as you get to the edges so that you can just fill in those final details. So just building up layers. So I've gone over once and then I've gone over again to build up the tone. And last of all, with the circle, I've gone round the edge first of all, and then I'm filling in the middle and then going nice and neatly up to the edges. So there we have it, a colourful piece of work. Now obviously you could continue on and on until you've filled up all the sections, but I think it's starting to look really effective. Thank you so much for watching and have a really great day.